we've started something new now, and I'm loving it. I'm in that high part of the grasp, right? But I know that games and making games is never easy. So if we're gonna do it, then let's not do it for anything that doesn't make an impact, that can't really change things or push the boundaries. Let's make sure it's insanely ambitious, and let's make sure that we savor the journey every single step of the way.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming back to Cobra TV, and we're going to be talking about No Man's Sky today, about a post that I posted on Twitter, and it's titled, "What do you want added to No Man's Sky?" Leave your responses below for a video I am working on, and I will read them on the show. Is it done in your eyes, No Man's Sky? Is the game done in your eyes? If not, what would be needed to complete it for you? Keep in mind limitations on current technology. Now, we got quite a few responses here, and I'm not sure if I can read all of them on this show, but we are definitely going to go over these on a subcast as well. Who knows, maybe I will read them all on this show. But as we know, Sean and Hello Games, they're not done working on No Man's Sky, and I don't believe that they've hit that point where they can say, bam, this is our full vision of what we wanted No Man's Sky to be. And I'm going to play a clip with Sean Murray saying that he enjoys what he's doing right now, and he doesn't feel like it's done as far as, yeah, I've added everything that I want to add. It's a really interesting clip. Let me go ahead and roll that right now.
Great. Yeah, you've been through a lot with this game, right? I mean, does it feel now that you're getting to the point where you're really realizing the vision of what you always wanted from this experience?
We're lucky that we have a community that cares really deeply about the game, you know? And so I get a real kick out of like working on updates and kind of feeding them, doing things that I know they'll enjoy. But like, I don't know, you know, maybe one day I will feel that No Man's Sky has been, I don't know, like rebooted, or it's kind of done, and I can't think of anything else I want to do to it, but I don't feel like that, actually.
Right.
At the moment, I'm really enjoying what we're doing right now, and there's so many things that I can kind of get excited about in the future.
So then with that in mind, we take a look at the survey that they gave us, which when we got done taking that survey, they made a blog post thanking us for helping prioritize their roadmap. So this is what they had planned for us in the future. This is what they were working on during the time that they released this survey. And I've kind of put tags on the side here stating what I think each one was. Enhancements to underwater exploration, I believe, was Abyss. I've gone over this a million times, so I'm not going to go over it again on this episode. But with that in mind, they have a future vision for this game, and I don't believe that they feel like they are done on a personal level with this game. I'm happy with what we have at the moment. It's an amazing game, even right now while we're waiting for an update. Me and Sword, who's now the co-host of the subcast that we have every Friday, his link is down below if you want to check him out. We've been talking about things that we could be doing right now in the game that are overlooked, like the Black Hole Suns project, like using the NMS coordinate exchange to find the Alpha Vector ship, which I am definitely going to be picking up for myself. But a big question has popped up for a lot of people in the No Man's Sky community. What does No Man's Sky need to stand on its own two legs without looking forward to an update, as we all are looking forward to this one? Have we gotten ourselves into the habit of constantly waiting, when's the next update, when's the next update? Or does the game need something that is long-standing and can stand and keep us all engaged without the need for a update to be around the corner? To a lot of us, including myself, I am having fun right now in the game. Right now, like, I got Boyd from Boyd Gaming building me Castle Grayskull in the Cult of the Atlas hub at this very moment. So that's very exciting for me because I'm a big He-Man fan, and to have Castle Grayskull as my base is, I don't know, this is like a childhood fantasy come true. So that's pretty cool. But we also know that Hello Games is working on a brand new game too. And they said that this one is pretty much more, the way they talk about it, it seems like it's going to be more ambitious than No Man's Sky. Now, I'm going to play a clip of Sean Murray at the GDC, at the last GDC he was at, where he talked about them building a brand new game, making a brand new game, and he gave some examples of charts of how games are made, and he also said it was part of compared it to parenting as well, like raising your kids, and then the lowest point is releasing the game is like letting your kids go out into the real world and become adults. It's the lowest part of parenting because it's like, oh, they're gone. But Sean Murray set up this graph where he said the beginning portions of making a game was pre-production and concept and pre-production. And then at the end, he said, we're working on something new now, and we're at the high part of the chart. And he later on came out in an article as well stating that they were working on a brand new game, and it's big and it's ambitious and it's silly. So I don't know what the silly means. Maybe it's silly because the game is actually silly, or maybe it's silly because they're silly for trying to tackle something so big and so ambitious. But I'm going to go ahead and play the clip of him at GDC right now.
We've started something new now, and I'm loving it. I'm in that high part of the grasp, right? But I know that games and making games is never easy. So if we're gonna do it, then let's not do it for anything that doesn't make an impact, that can't really change things or push the boundaries. Let's make sure it's insanely ambitious, and let's make sure that we savor the journey every single step of the way.
So as we know, there are, and I included in my tweet when I asked people what would be needed, what could they add to No Man's Sky that to be considered done, or just simply what would you like added to an update? And I also included keep in mind limitations on current technology. And that brings up a good point. How limited are they right now with this current gen for No Man's Sky to make as much variation as they want to make? How many limitations do they have? This big, ambitious game. I've always talked about it would be really nice if we had a No Man's Sky next gen, where it's pretty much No Man's Sky done on next generation consoles and gaming, period, to where they could utilize the next generation technology to get to their final vision of what they always wanted No Man's Sky to be, to kind of get away from the limitations that they have with current technology. And this new game that they're working on, I kind of sit here sometimes and I contemplate, are they working on a next generation version of No Man's Sky? Is this like without the limitations that they currently have, or is this something completely different? Sean Murray did say a long time ago that he was talking, he was asked, what would you be working on after No Man's Sky? And he responded by saying, I don't know if I'll ever stop working on No Man's Sky, but if I do, I can kind of see with the technology that, the procedural tech that we have, kind of cramming that down to like just one, not even a planet, but a very large map with all the procedural generation tools that we have, like an RPG or something like that. And so that was on his plate too, a thought that from a very long time ago when he answered that question. But what is it that they're working on that's big, ambitious, and silly? Could it be No Man's Sky? I would venture to say it's a good possibility, or it could just be something brand new. But let's go ahead and go over some of your responses here on what you guys would like to see added to No Man's Sky, or what you guys, if you think it's done, or if it's not, what you guys think would be needed. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to go over all of these, but let's go ahead and just start and see how long this is going to take, because I didn't think that so many people were going to respond to this tweet, but it's amazing that you guys did. Kenneth West Jr. says, colonies and small cities, towns, the ability to transfer storage from my freighter to my starship or exosuit, humanoid races that look like Earth people instead of aliens all the time, more diverse worlds. That's a good comment, Kenneth. Majetti says, I really just want more depth in gameplay with more things to do, rare items to collect and craft, more challenge and risk-reward factor, multi-crew ships and vehicles, melee weapons, civilizations that we can create and interact with creating wars and diplomacy throughout No Man's Sky. That's a really cool comment, Machetti. We got Gupuro saying, long term, I would like a system with TF2 where the community can submit assets like ship parts, plants, fauna parts, multi-tool parts, etc. They can be voted on by us and vetted by Hello Games. It would add more variety over time and add long-term community interest. That's really cool, Gupuro. We got Carlos Zantana saying maps, treasure maps, height maps. I'm already interested. Maps and treasure, hunting for treasure. That we kind of have that in the game right now, but it's not as cool as a treasure hunting would be. Like, and it would be difficult for Hello Games to put like, I don't know how difficult it would be, but I really like the idea of treasure maps, height maps, cave maps, a local cluster, space maps needed to find some locations that don't come up on the scanner, buyable from vendors for reward missions. Really cool comment. Adsel, warp to stars without loading screen, able to target a star and click warp. I like that. Michael says, be able to build your own space station and to collect materials and build parts for it when the universe, with the universe in our hands. Why not have a big life story to go with it? Run a company that sells space parts. Ooh, I like that. Sorry, I could go on and on. PS, love the channel. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you, buddy. And a great comment, too. We also have Zanfin GMR saying better multiplayer questing. I think that's coming. We'll have to wait and see what it looks like. Thank you, Zanfin. Scott with 1T, pepper into the universe strange and super rare resources and or items to be displayed that have a real-time amount. If you come across such an item, we can proudly display it because it's unique and found, named by you. This could be decorative or MTs. Scott again with, if a system says it's at war, I want it to be a war zone, laser flying everywhere, getting hit by a few stray bullets, and tie in more heavily with the 3 factions so you can choose a side or ignore the war and make it dangerous to explore that system. We've got another one from Scott. I want more gameplay systems and game stuff to do. I'd also like to see more attention paid to flight model and maybe the ability to hover in Atmo. Aside from that, it'd be really cool to scavenge together a ship from different parts. Ooh, I like that idea. Another one from Scott. Oh, and I have to mention this. Better performance on PS4 systems. My PC does fine, but my main PS4 Pro and is just a freaking mess. I don't notice too many problems on PS4 for me, and I play on the Cult of the Atlas Hub where we've got, I don't even know how many bases. I don't know if there's a way to tell how many people built bases, but if you go in space, there's one planet that you can't even see from space because there's so many base computer icons that the planet is completely and utterly like behind all the icons, and the game runs pretty fine on PS4. Yeah, it's a little bit laggy, not laggy like in real bad laggy, but laggy compared to PC. I've been playing on PC. I'm using the Vulkan update, playing on the Vulkan update, the experimental, and it runs so silky smooth. Now I'm a little bit ignorant on things like the Vulkan update and stuff like that. I don't know. I think he said something on the blog post that it was going to be spread across to all platforms. So I'm pretty sure that the Vulkan update applied to No Man's Sky would work on PS4, but I don't know if you know better than I do. Please comment down below and correct me. But if the experimental is any hint to what's going to be added to the PS4, then we're all in for a big surprise. And we're in for a big surprise because it runs so much lighter. Everything's silky smooth, no lag, not even when you're near the biggest structures of like biggest bases and stuff like that. No lag, no drop frames, nothing. It's beautiful. I teared up when I played it. It was almost like playing No Man's Sky for the first time. There isn't any really big graphical differences except for that things are I don't know if it's just because it's on PC and I haven't played on PC before, but everything looked more fine, more clear. It's probably just the difference from me going from PS4 to PC. I'm not sure, or if it has something to do with Vulkan or not, but it runs smoother. Sorry, got off on a tangent there, but Vulkan update could be a good hint to the game running smoother all around. Sam Lovely says, I'm just hoping that in-game trading between players setting up their own shops, me too, and player-built cities are a thing in the new update. Player-driven content can make a game and keep it going strong. That is a good response, and I do believe that. We do have a big community of single players, and they are a little bit afraid at the moment right now because there's a lot of attention being paid to online, and I think both are important. I think tailoring to the single player community and tailoring to the online community are both very important things, and I'm really happy to see the online portions of No Man's Sky getting updated, but there's a lot of people out there that don't care about that. So my belief is whatever toys and new content that's going to go into online and stuff like that, I think that, you know, it's probably going to be also utilized by single players. So I think that this update is going to heavily revolve around hubs. That the building is going to be part of part 3 that we're going to be getting announced, building and NPCs and stuff like that. And I think that that's going to correlate with No Man's Sky Online. And so a lot of people are still wanting variation, stuff like that, which on that survey is polish of existing features. Plus, Sean Murray just recently said we are going to be getting a lot of stuff that we're not expecting and beyond. So that survey is not the end all be all to look at to be what beyond is. There's a lot of stuff we're not going to be expecting. Barbara Paulson here says hubs and cities. I think you're going to get your wish there, Barbara. We've got, let's see, Robert Chapman saying, I want some kind of persistent enemy that pursues you on the ground. Give me a reason to upgrade my multi-tool for offensive encounters, you know, space pirates or something. Robert Chapman, I agree with you. And Vilmar, a member of our community, said, bring back the first spawn. And if you guys know the lore, the first spawn were the Gek, and they pretty much ruled the galaxy and destroyed the planet called Korvax Prime, which is the Korvax home planet, and enslaved all the Korvax, murdered them, lots of genocide. It was crazy. It's in the lore. It's absolutely insane. And I really want that kind of threat, that kind of universal threat, that domination that we all as players would have to come together and fight, and for it to have like a result, like in game, like there's like some kind of meter, like percentage of the Gek destroyed. Ah, yeah, give it to me. That's what I want. So great comment there, Robert. We got Prebert123 saying it needs variety. Stop playing it because it lost all of its variation after Next. Also, exotic planets and ring planets are far too common now, in my opinion. I miss those really, really super dead, no music playing planets. There, you can still find them, but there's just something different about it now. But I don't think it lost a lot of variation. A lot of people say that it lost a lot of color in comparison, and yeah, I would like to see some of those strange colors come back. It's still colorful, but I can see what you're saying there, Prebert. Curtis Shelton, oh my goodness, Curtis Shelton, says ground combat could use some polish. Pistols should feel light and rifles should feel heavy with real working sights and scopes. We should also have the ability to customize our own multiple multi-tools. I agree with that 100%. Good comment. Base building for me is one of my most favorite features of the game. I would really love to see Hello Games expand on base complexity as well as the stability of the game when base building. At the moment, I experience crashes on PS4 when my base gets too large. I think you're going to get your wish here, Shelton, Curtis. And since we are expecting a certain amount of multiplayer online gameplay, I would love to see some sort of Player progression with stats as well as specific roles to play while in groups. Example specs for hunters, gatherers, crafters, medics. That's a good comment. A player-driven economy would also be a nice feature, utilizing Quicksilver as the standard currency. As players, we should be able to sell customized tech like multi-tool to other players, as well as resources and blueprints. I love the game for exactly what it is. He goes on to say, but any additions just add to the greatness of the game. That's a good comment. It's a good thing to add. Yes. I would love to see dungeons or points of interest to spend large amounts of time exploring while encountering different types of threats with a strong loot reward system in place. Yes. Couldn't agree more. We got Richard Huntington, fleet inventory screen for when you are on your freighter, please. Black Note saying for No Man's Sky completion, flowing water and water dynamics, pulling when it rains. Oh yeah, man, wouldn't that be cool? A little feature like that, pulling when it rains. That would be nice. I'd create rivers all day from mountains top to sea, multi biomes to force exploration. In addition, some planets no vehicles, auto ship disabled, exploration on foot, and therefore have no plan ahead. 3 multiplayer games capture the flag. Lore, number 4, lore, and lots of it. Herc, now, first spawn, Korvax Prime, hired help, sideman, wingman, economy with your own village or player-driven village, small city. Bonus, make multiplayer cities in buildable space stations, Death Stars. I think the very first thing that we've seen from Beyond, that 24-second trailer, I think that might be like some kind of buildable space station. I don't know. Time will tell. As far as something else that you mentioned here, bonus, make multiplayer cities buildable. You mentioned like Korvax Prime. I would like to see them add like, something sort of like the 8th Wonders of the World, but the 8th Wonders of Euclid, and personally hand put in like a star system that we could all go to, and that would be like Korvax Prime, where you would warp into the system and see this planet that's all in bits. Like it's just a bunch of asteroid fields and stuff like that, because the planet exploded, because the Gek destroyed the planet and mined its bits from space, and that's absolutely crazy. But I would like to find something like that. Black Note, not endgame, but wishes. Overgrown jungles, I agree. Concept art, NPC ground wars, multiple extremely hard enemies, real life cosmetic ship damage, missing fender, blown out reactor, damaged holes, wing, more real galactic map. Oh, we got a subscriber while we're sitting here recording. Thank you so much, RJ Williamson, for subscribing, bud, and for joining the cult of the Atlas. Thank you so much. Okay, last one, says Black Note, mystery. I want to go back. I want back the days of trying to figure out what the portals did before they worked. That was so much fun. What the golden ball did, big ball, what direction the flags flew on ruins, what's the right sequence to ask Monolith mystery. We need that back, stuff Hello Games put in, and we go WTF. There's sort of something like that right now with the Black Hole Suns project. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, that was really fun times. We got Artist Lab. Number 1 saying lore, starting by a couple of systems and the ability to keep the ability. I think the H is. I think sometimes you guys do that to me on purpose. The ability to keep developing lore to more systems in the future. Expand the archaeology and paleontology, adding the new ruins, bones, museums, and black market missions, collectibles, trophies for our bases. Agreed. We also have Traveler Bum, more creature variety, more planet variety, make better market and economics. Woo! More ship variety, more building variety for players and planetary installations, more colors, more danger, more spacey stuff. Same things that I've been thinking from the beginning. Also bring the mystery back, which is something that Black Note just, I think it was Black Note. Yeah, Black Note just mentioned. It's a great comment. The mystery, yes. Wasn't that the theme of the game was supposed to be? Discover and a lot of people want some mystery back into the game. Kyle saying, I would love to be able to tunnel all the way to the core of the planet, as well as discover random outposts on asteroids. Just an interview. That's a really, I really like that. Thank you so much, Kyle. We got Seth Lamont, real-time planetary movement and real 3D sun. That would be cool. Sitting in seats and spinning myself around. Yeah, the chair's got to spin for a reason, right? Dead planets, terraforming, allowing us to create different biomes, rare hidden things to uncover by exploration and chance billboards. We got, that was Shiny Red Flag. Don't know how to pronounce this. At Tin Blue. That was Tin Blue, okay. More realistic day and night cycles and proper orbiting and rotation mechanics. Yeah. Bam Bam says, I still dream of rotating and orbiting planets, but like when we could actually see details of the other planets from the surface. A lot of rotating planets, a lot of mystery. We got Demogorgon White. Demogorgon. I think I said that right. Space whales, giant fauna would be nice, even if extremely rare and only has texture and distance like sun. Shipyard, more freighter-specific rooms and upgrades like shipyards and maybe mercenaries docks or exocraft launcher. Seriously, freighters are a huge unused space. Zeno, it'd be dope to summon or fly your freighter to the outer atmosphere of the planet and hop into an exocraft and airdrop. That'd be really cool. Either way, being able to airdrop the exocraft would be dope. See, Caroline Kelly has a wish list. Delete unwanted frigates. Discover, claim uncharted systems, including putting in a space station and building up the economy. Simplify and expand glitch building and build parts. Cross-platform, rivers, waterfalls, and volcanoes. Pets. I had a pet once in Revenge of the Survivor. It ran away from me. Multiple multi-tools. Good comment right there, Caroline Kelly. Condition red. What I've really been wanting is already coming. VR. Can't wait to become even more immersed in the No Man's Sky universe. Besides that, lava worlds that are reminiscent of Mustafar in Star Wars Episode 3. Would it be asking too much for lightsaber multi? Oh, stop! I want that. Yes, multi-saber, right? A multi-saber. Come on, Sean. You gotta give us a multi-saber. That'd be so cool. No, it's not. That's not a bit too much to ask. Sean, we need lightsabers in No Man's Sky. Jerkloo? I don't know. Honestly, bigger fauna is really all I would like. Bigger fish and definitely space whales. Oh my gosh, how much more do we have here? Let's go. Oh no. We got a lot. We've got a lot. More base building parts from Von Palmer. More base building parts allowing more varied builds. A sentinel uprising. Yes. New enemy types that are actually challenging on the ground and in the air. Yes. Improved community missions that have new types of missions rather than existing missions types. Bio variations on planets. I agree with that, Vaughn. The community missions, yes. Cities and alien populations. I think the cities are going to be built by us. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Sam Swain, Sam Swain works there. So I'll have to see what's going on with that. We got M. Flen 491. I know I didn't say that right. Oh, good question. I have two views. From a single player point of view, more diversity with a few rare hidden gems, glitches, planets to drive more exploration. But if they go more multiplayer, then player-driven factions capable of controlling catching systems with Space Wars. Good comment. We got Zane from Zane's World. You guys don't know who Zane's World is, please check him out, guys. You're going to need Zane. He's amazing. He's a math wizard. He's awesome. Space Whales. Wait, nudity. By Cyberpunk. New ship types. Okay, we're just gonna, yeah, go check him out. All right, I would love to see the old colors and come back. We don't see too much ambient, crazy color palettes anymore. Also, sand planets or volcanic planets would be pretty cool. More ship types and customization is well needed, and more character customizations will be welcome. That's from No Man's Smile. We got Vilmar Beyond. All of these are great. I will add my little beat of the old drum. Galactic Wide Threat that increases danger of the players involved in a bigger conflict. Revenge of the First Spawn. Ooh, gives me goosebumps, Vilmar. Give us a common enemy. Players that will chill exploration can just... players that want chill exploration could just stay away from the systems at war. Good point. No Man's Sky Captain Steve, I want the universe count reduced to from 255 down to 16, but I would like each simulation linked to glyph, like the diploglyph, and that simulation has functioning ruins, ancient lore, more chance of large dino fauna, less is sometimes more, quality over quantity. That's a good comment. BCA Trek says a balanced in-game loop that keeps you motivated early game. Survival. Okay, this is an interesting one. I've seen this one. I definitely paid attention to this one because it stuck out to me. Survival. So here's how he describes his gameplay. Survival, establish base, mid-game, build fleet, earn money, end-game capitalism sim. It just doesn't do it for me. Extreme challenges, longer proc gen missions, building factions with others, earn respect in the galaxy. So yeah, I mean, I like the way the current game is, but I would definitely like to see it more RPG-ish. I think that would be kind of cool. It's a good comment, BCA Trek. We got Enrico Benito, EVA, transparent cockpit window. EVA. I'm not sure what that is, Enrico Benito. If you can comment that down below. Transparent cockpit window. Vice Sigma says more variety. I want them to take a full year and just focus on making assets. Also want fauna and flora behavior like venomous and poisonous bites, projectiles, climbing surfaces, flying predators swooping in, snatching the player up, burrowing creatures, roaming bio horrors, deeper oceans. So he also goes on to say deeper oceans, at least 3 times deeper, with the bottom area being pitch black. Only spawn specific flora and fauna and loot to push exploration. Humanoid sentinels, habitats within the biomes that certain flora and fauna. Ooh yeah, what a great comments, guys. Oops, I messed up. Oh no. My whole Twitter disappeared. Where's my Twitter? Whoops. We're not going to edit that out. We're just going to keep that in there. Let's see if we can get back to where we were. Man, we've come a long way, haven't we? So we are at here somewhere. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to let this scroll here while I finish talking so that way you guys could see some of the rest. So many great comments on here, and I'm definitely going to go over a lot of these on next Friday's subcast. We're going to read some more of these, and you guys, I would like for you guys to come on the live show and tell me some of these. If you commented on this tweet and you want to come on the show to elaborate further so that way you can have more than 140 some characters, whatever it is, to elaborate more on what you said in your tweet, I would be more than happy to have you come on the show to talk about these on Friday night subcast, which is going to be at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that way you guys can just expand on a lot of these things, like Tom here saying slightly bigger ships that we can get out of our seat and walk around like in Outer Wilds. Tom, I want that more than you know. I want bigger ships with more walk around room. We're in our ships a lot, and I would like to kind of like for the ships to make them feel like they're my home, and can like, you know, not as much customization as we do with the freighters, but definitely something that we could get like some of those community mission Quicksilver rewards and decorate the insides of the ship with stuff. I think that would be really, really cool. But a lot of great comments here, guys. A lot of great comments. Remember, you guys are all welcome to come on next Friday's show to elaborate more on your tweets. And I didn't realize so many people were going to comment. Sometimes when I post something on Twitter, I get five likes, 2 responses, stuff like that. But a lot of people had a lot to say. We got Paulo here saying, VR ready. Come on, let's bring it. But a lot of great stuff. Show additional replies, including those that may be offensive. Who was offensive? Let's see if we can hit show and see what happens. Ship customization, new ship classes, dramatically different looking worlds, a giant hub. Everyone cross-platform could visit and interact with one another. Tons more suit options, new weapons classes, deeper cave systems that take days to explore. You guys are amazing, and you guys have got like the best ideas in the world. And I hope Hello Games sees this. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here for today, guys. As always, I love you guys. Thank you so much. You're the best community in the world on YouTube, and I am one of the luckiest YouTubers, period. So I will see everybody in the next video, guys. Until next time.